Hey guys, today's January the 2nd of 2013. I want to go over the euro. Happy New Year's. And just know this is an educational video only, so please consult a professional financial advisor. Okay, Asia is looking good, and euro is not looking good. Let's refresh this to make sure we got the current information. And you can see that, yeah, it's still negative, and the U.S. session is about to start in a couple of minutes. So the futures are not looking good on the U.S. session. So we'll see how the U.S. is going to go. But the dollar's getting a pop, and it's affecting all the currencies. If you look at the commitment of trader, which is interesting, you got large speculators going long on the euro, but the prices are going down. This hasn't updated yet, so this candle should be way lower. And this is on the net positions. And commercial, they're hedging, and retail is kind of like sideways on the net positions. On the COT index, you see that the large speculators are going long, and commercial are hedging, and retail is going long. Sentiment looks like it's going down on the euro. It's just kind of like sideways, but kind of like wants to push lower. So I just wanted to show you that in regards to commitment of trader. Kind of gives you like a idea where the big players are playing. So it's kind of puzzling to see that the euro, it's getting this big sell-off. On the euro on a day relative basis, performance, you can see that it's negative 1.4%. And if you go to a week, the euro is at 0.75% negative. And if you go to the month, you see that the euro is at 0.77. So it's still positive, not that bad, but not looking good either in regards to what the euro is doing. Okay, so I got Gann dates to keep an eye on, and these are from the Gann emblem, and I got geometry dates for January. So I was working last night, and you can see that the first we had, a cluster right here, but nothing major. The next one you want to keep an eye on is probably going to be the 6th. You got from the September 6th here, you got 2. And the October pivot high, you have 1. So that's 3 cluster dates. Let's see if we have anything under here. Nope. And that's going to probably be, what is that, Monday? Yep. And on geometry dates, I'm putting their own category now. I have today, and I have the 11th and the 19th. So you see there's a few here on the 19th, so we got to keep an eye out on the 19th. It looks like it's a big day. And I don't even know if that day is a day that's open. That's Sunday, so that'll probably be Sunday night session when it opens. So just keep an eye on these dates. Today looks like it's a big hit on the geometry dates. And the next date to keep an eye on will be the 6th. 1, 2, 3. And you got 1 up there. And then from there will probably be the 7th of what I see. Yep. So 6, 7, you got a 2. Nothing major. There's a few. The 25th looks like a huge date to keep an eye on. But I just wanted to show you that. I'll keep showing them as I go along. Let's get into the charts. As you can see, these are my stop levels, percentage levels, ATRs. So you can see that a bunch of people got stopped out here and here if they follow these rules. And there's more stops down here if this euro wants to go lower. And if you think it's going short and it's going down, you probably put your stop up here and then you start trailing it down. So we'll see. It looks like just big sideways consolidation for me. But let's break it down and see what we got. Trend line. First thing, trouble. It couldn't hold this trend line. You see that it's been failing this top, it's been failing it here, and it's been failing it here. And this was a blowout. They call it steam blowout. Some big player just put a big bid and shot everybody and all these shorts out. And then they just put it right back down, and it failed that. We take that away and put the Andrews pitchfork. See where we at there, and you see that we're borderline. If we can't close above that medium point, we're probably going to go lower. So that's strike number 2 for the euro. for the new year. And if we go to the second Andrews pitchfork, you see that we failed here too. So that's not good either. And that all depends how we close today. This could probably be a nice little flush to fake out the bears and then pop it even higher. But we'll see. We don't know yet. But as of right now, it's not looking too good. If you hide this and you do some price retracements, you see that it failed to 25 and that this level, 35.49, is the level you want to watch. And if you bring it from this pivot low right here, it failed to 50 and the 75. So 36.24 is the level you want to keep an eye on also. From there, if it gets here and it fails this, the next level you want to watch will be the 34.98. But we'll take it step by step. Let's see what the euro is going to do today in the next few days, and we'll determine what's going on there. I think that's it for now. So let's go to the square of 9, and from the pivot low of November 7th, we have it's confusing to watch this. Okay, right here. January the 1st, you're on a grid or a vibration level. So could this be the culprit why the euro sold? I don't know, but when these dates land on either from the high or the low, sometimes things do happen. Sometimes things don't. So it's just good to watch. If you look at the hex of the 11.7 low, this is what, the 27th, and we're right here, 31st, so 1. This is just, so nothing really there. If we go from the 25th, yeah, it's 27th, and you got here, nothing really there. The first was a hit, nothing really there. If you go to square of 4 from the low, and you got the second right here, nothing really there. Something could probably get good right here around the 5th and 4th. But from the low, 27th right here. So you're in the second, so you're right here. So you're between the first and the second. So interesting that right there. And the square of 9 from the high of the 25th, your tomorrow could probably be a, either support day, depending how this thing is going. So that'll be interesting. And if we go from the low, which will show you resistance on the top, from the low right here, the second. So that's interesting. There's a few hits on the 2nd of January. So this normally, when it's from the low and you hit an angle, it normally is telling you that it's going to be it could possibly be resistance. I'm not going to say it's going to be resistance. It could possibly be resistance. So you kind of have an edge, an idea what price could possibly do from the low. So it hit here today. And I think that's it. This is more price level. So let's see what the big picture is saying. And you see that it sold off. It's dancing right here at the support level at the 50, 36.47 around there. And this is all looking negative actually. Not looking good. This is starting to change slowly, and you're below the 50, below the 20 simple moving average. You got a PPS sell signal here, and TMA's turned negative. Mobile's negative. This is trending lower. You got a Fisher sell signal, cracked MMG 50, pushing lower, and you got a squeeze play between yesterday and today. It looks like price wants to go lower, which is interesting. I figure it's going to go higher. You got support here at the 36.21, which is the 50%, the 50 simple moving average. So that could probably be a possible support. And you're back in chop zone between here and here. And it looks like this hasn't turned negative yet, but not looking good. And this is building up momentum to the downside, and you cracked the 50 here. So it's interesting. On the monthly, nothing's really changed. You just got one arrow here on the Fisher, but nothing to really, well, things are not looking good. Short-term TTM wave is giving you heads up that weakness is setting in on the monthly. Once this triggers, then you should probably get a, well, it's monthly, so we're looking at February. But as of now, January is not looking too good short-term, short-term wise. And it could just be all noise. We'll see. We'll see what happens today, but I just want to give you a heads up on that. And let's see what this euro is going to do this month. Good trading, make some pips, and I'll give you my thoughts tomorrow. Peace.